I stumbled upon something absolutely terrifying while watching a movie.
There was this male actor in it who looked exactly like me. I mean, identical in every way. I was instantly struck by how bizarre this was. Do people who look exactly the same really exist in this world? Driven by intense curiosity, I found myself watching that film over and over again, every day. I couldn't shake the feeling that there had to be some secret behind all this. Finally, I couldn't take it anymore and fast-forwarded to the end credits, jotting down the male actor's name, John. I grabbed an Ethernet cable, hooked up my computer, and started searching for information about John online. No matter how I looked at it, this guy was a dead ringer for me. I pulled out my own photos and compared them from every possible angle, but I couldn't find a single difference. We were absolutely identical, which really got me thinking. Even during classes at school, I found myself constantly distracted by this whole thing. But then, I did something completely crazy. I looked up the actor's talent agency address online and went to the mall to buy a pair of sunglasses. After that, I drove straight to his company building. When I saw someone coming out, I slipped inside behind them. I was feeling pretty guilty about sneaking in, but then something unexpected happened. The security guard mistook me for John.
Anthony! Hey, long time no see. I couldn't tell it was you with that beard. Is that for a movie?
Yeah. Apparently, John hadn't been to the office in quite a while. The guard told me it was the weekend, so everyone was off. I had to think fast, so I lied and said I was there to pick up some props for a movie shoot. That's when the security guard seemed to remember something. There was a letter for John at the front desk. To avoid blowing my cover, I grabbed the letter and got out of there as quickly as possible. Once I was back in my car, I tore open the envelope and found John's home address inside. Armed with this crucial information, I tracked down his luxury apartment building. I sat in my car, counting windows to pinpoint exactly which unit was John's, but I couldn't bring myself to get out. Instead, I called information and got John's home phone number. I spent hours wandering around the neighborhood and finally worked up the courage to make the call. But to my surprise, John's wife answered the phone. What made it even more bizarre was that since my voice was identical to his too, John's wife mistook me for her own husband. I panicked and hung up immediately. But when I got home, I still couldn't let it go. So I called John's number again.
Hello?
Hello, this is Anthony. This is Anthony Claire, isn't it?
Who's calling?
I called before. I talked to your wife. Crazy.
You're the one. And you call here again, I will call the police.
No, just hear me out. Can you say something again? Can you talk again?
Who is this?
That's crazy. That's amazing. Oh, your voice is just like mine. Do you hear my voice? Your voice is just like mine.
This time John answered, but he thought it was a scam call and hung up on me. I called right back, and this time I told him about my shocking discovery. Just as the two of us were getting deep into our conversation, John's wife noticed something strange about her husband's behavior.
Who was that?